Kežmarok is located in the northeast of Slovakia, in front of the fabulous scenery of the High Tatra. The town's 15th century Gothic castle is located at the edge of the old town, and its external walls form some sections of the city wall. At the beginning of the 16th century, it was owned by the Thököly family, when it was given its present-day splendour in full Renaissance style. The town went through troubled times, and both town and castle faced repeated hostilities. Thus, the town was subject to much transformation and many achievements. Formerly known as Kezmarok, it gradually developed from 3 settlements and was awarded town status in 1269. And a free royal town in 1380. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Kežmarok was a centre of rebellion against the Viennese Emperor. Its Baroque castle chapel is a fine building. It was renovated in 1658, at the time of the Protestant Oppression. The castle survived the changing times and is one of the town's main attractions. Typical of the Tatra area, well-preserved middle-class houses with their detached gable fronts suggest a village character. This is the Polinsky Kostel, one of the town's Baroque churches, which indicates the faith and prosperity of the local population. Across the street, there's a museum in a middle-class Gothic building. It features the lifestyle of the Zipser bourgeoisie of the 18th and 19th centuries. A neoclassical salon facility. A fully furnished 19th century bedroom. Chests of drawers, kitchen furniture and utensils. In the centre of the old town is the Roman Catholic Holy Cross Basilica, with its white façade and tall church tower. Gothic and Renaissance dominate its rich interior. The altars and murals, with figures of the story of the Passion, are one of Slovakia's most valuable works of art. The highlight is the Basilica's main wing altar that features Christ. The aisled Basilica, with its late Gothic vault, was built in the 14th century. And in 1998, elevated by Pope Johannes Paul II to a Basilica Minor. Within the area of the church, which is partly surrounded by a fortified wall, is a most beautiful freestanding Renaissance bell tower of the Zips. The town hall is also a monument of the town, originally built in Gothic style and, following a devastating fire, reconstructed according to Renaissance design. After another fire, it was given its present-day appearance. Next to it is the Redouta, with arcades and a Latin note that the building was also once used as a sentry post. The historic cemetery is located outside the old town, in front of the former city wall. Here, the Protestants buried their dead during the Counter-Reformation. The cemetery was created in 1674, and from 1784, Catholics were also buried here. It's also the final resting place of many of the town's dignitaries. With its red brick walls, the new Protestant AB Church rises spectacularly close to the cemetery, and also outside the old town. Its builders wanted to attract attention with unconventional architecture and colour. The town's Evangelical-Lutheran congregation had the AB Church built between 1872 and 1894. Later followed the annexing of a mausoleum for Imre Thököly, who stood up for religious freedom. It was built according to an unconventional design by Danish architect Theophil Hansen, who featured Byzantine, Romanesque, Moorish and Oriental elements. Next to it is one of the most beautiful articular churches in Slovakia. From outside, plain and modest, but within, a national cultural monument. The pulpit and carved altar were created by Johannes Lurch at the beginning of the 18th century. The church's vaulted wooden ceiling, with its blue sky and beautiful fair weather clouds, is guarded by the 12 apostles. Further treasures include one of the oldest wooden pipe organs, a baptismal font, and a splendid altar. These were the directives issued within the framework of the Counter-Reformation of 1681, the articularies. At their own cost, completely made of wood, without a stone foundation, and within 12 months. This extraordinary building is one of Kežmarok's most prized buildings.